Irish Champion Stakes as Broome goes forward, the experienced Broome. And now the stall's clear. 25 to 1 about Stone Age is rated 113. There's your depth as the 7 break away for the Irish Champion Stakes over a mile and 2. And it is Stone Age towards the inside who takes the early lead. Over on the near side, Broome isn't going to be too far away. They're being followed by Alan Carr and then Luxembourg, Vadeni and Mishriff just in behind as they make their way down along the back straight and on towards the mile pole, and they're headed by Stone Age by a length and a half to 2. Broome sits second, Alan Carr is third. They're being chased in 4 by Luxembourg. Vadeni is next. Mishriff is towards the outside of Onesto as they continue down along the back straight. They're now right across from my position in the grandstand as Stone Age leads them down, has them on a nice stretch. They're all a couple of lengths apart with the exception of Onesto and Vadeni. It's Stone Age from in second spot, Broome back a couple of lengths to Alan Carr who's third, 2 further back to Luxembourg and then Vadeni. Just on Vadeni's inside is Onesto, and Mishriff is going to have to pass them all to win as they continue down along the back straight now and head to go past the 6 furlong halfway point. And out front, Stone Age being followed in second by Broome. Alan Carr is third. Luxembourg towards the outside of Onesto, and just behind these Vadeni and Mishriff just in the slipstream of Vadeni as they're now racing to the turn. That'll bring them out of the back straight, and it's Stone Age and Shamie Heffernan has won the race 3 times. Broome is racing in second spot. Alan Carr and Tom McCandless they're on the outside of Onesto and Stefan Pasquier, and they're being followed just in behind by Luxembourg and Ryan Moore. He's also won it 3 times. Vadeni is next under Christophe Soumion and won it Al Mansour, and Mishriff is last of all under Colin Keane as they continue on the turn towards home. The race, Stone Age leads Broome. Alan Carr is third, Onesto is 4, Luxembourg 5, Vadeni and Mishriff as they turn towards home, and Stone Age has a 3 to 4 lengths lead, but there's not much covering the rest as they straighten up. If they catch Stone Age, it'll be wide open. Stone Age is all out in front now as the pack begin to wear down the long time leader inside the 2. Now they begin to come at him. Onesto's going to close the gap first with Luxembourg. Mishriff the near side. Stone Age still holds on to the lead, but not for much longer, you'd imagine. Luxembourg over on the near side. The trio puts in a big bid. Onesto does the same the far side, and it's Onesto and Luxembourg battling for the Irish Champion Stakes. Onesto the far side. Luxembourg battles stronger than air. Onesto looks for more, but Luxembourg has enough for the Irish Champion Stakes and wins from Onesto in a terrific battle. Vadeni was back in third, Stone Age and then Mishriff, then Broome, then Alan Carr. But a wonderful battle of 3-year-olds. Onesto and Luxembourg went right at it up the straight when the pace was set by Stone Age. Onesto battled so hard, but Luxembourg came out on top. The colt by Camelot, who was third in the Guineas, came back in Group 3 company last time. Aidan said there'll be improvement. There was enough to step up. Jane says there'll be more.
Oh, there could be more, but today 3 of the Jane Mangan. Obviously, Stone Age with a really good gallop. Onesto opened up to go after him. Luxembourg came with him. It was trilling all the way up the straight.
It really was. It was a wide open race, a fair race. The pace was strong. Stefan Pasquier was awake to that pace. He made a move up the inside. Ryan Moore and himself challenging together. But as I said, this guy is a huge horse. He's still raw. There's so much more to come from him. And if he can do this second run back off an injury, Emmett, that's hugely exciting.
Jesus, he was good in fairness to him, wasn't he? He was tough. He battled really, really hard. As you said, Jane, nobody would have fancied Insinuendo coming here, and he only just beat her in the Cora. Aidan said there was going to be improvement, and God, he's shown it in fairness. Brilliant race, no hard luck stories. Stone Age went a good gallop and did stay going well in fairness to him. As soon as Stefan Pasquier realised he had his horse settled, he started to make ground, got himself into a challenging position and looked in the white and purple like he could have been coming to win. Soumion has gone for the run down the inner and got it in Vadeni to be third. But it was a real battle royal here inside the final furlong. In Luxembourg, I must say, he's been really, really tenacious and shown his class and great on the day, Andy.
Absolutely brilliant performance. And he said from the Royal Whip it's hard to imagine it, but 2 people who did imagine it were Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. They seem more confident than anybody else. The horse has a bit of a high carriage there, but good and genuine at the same time. And we've mentioned beforehand that he can possibly be a bit out in front, and perhaps he always had the upper hand up the straight, but gave us all a little bit of a fright. Stefan Pasquier has ridden Onesto with completely different tactics. They very much worked out today, but possibly a bit of a wonder why he didn't get going at that earlier in the season.
Maybe not, but it's Jane watching the replay. Vadeni, he didn't get a smooth passage.
No, he didn't, and we'll analyse that as well, because it wasn't all straightforward for Christophe Soumion. But I have to give credit to the jockey in second as well, because as soon as he got his horse settled, he looked up, he saw Shamie Heffernan getting a free lead, and that's dangerous on any Ballydoyle horse. He made ground. There is Ryan Moore parading your winner in front of the grandstand. Luxembourg had a huge reputation. He was champion 2-year-old last year after winning the Burton Futurity. He was arguably a little bit onto the Royal Whip. I think this, not only a brilliant riding and ability-wise from the horse, a massive training achievement, Ruby.
Oh, massive training achievement is right, Jen. I mean, to get injured in the Guineas, come back via the Royal Whip, and to land here at Leopardstown to win a race of this magnitude of a preparation like that, it is incredible. The horse looks an absolute picture out in the track in Leopardstown. He got the reception he deserved there from the crowd that is here in Leopardstown this afternoon as Ryan Moore makes his way back up the track, hopefully to get a word with Katie Walsh, who's coming towards him on Super Sunday. We'll see if Ryan is going a quick word with Ryan Moore.
Ryan, that was absolutely fantastic. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, delighted for the horse. It's a tough year. He done that very well. It was a good, even, fair race. We went along. The race kind of opened up, time for home, and he was still a little bit raw, a bit babyish. He got to the front, and he was just always doing enough. He's got a lovely laid-back attitude, to be fair to the horse. He's had a difficult year, but he's never run a bad race. He's never run a bad race, and he's beat some real solid horses there. And I think there's more to come from him. He certainly gives that impression. He's not blowing overly hard, and you see him going down the track there. He's an absolute gentleman. So I'd like to think there's some more good days to come.
Absolutely fantastic, Ryan, and what an attitude he does have, and it makes such a difference. I mean, he faced every task, and that's what the good horses do, and he's an exciting horse for the future.
Yeah, absolutely, you know, I mean, he done nothing wrong at 2, and you know, unfortunately the Guineas didn't work out, but he's back now, and he's 2 from 2 at mile and a quarter. You know, he beat a real deep race. They're all good horses in there today, and he's put them away nicely.
Well, listen, enjoy it and well done.